After quickly setting it up, hey, what's guys, my Storm, and we're going to strike while the iron is hot, aka we're making devlogs. Now you may be wondering, hey Runefire, why are you making devlogs? You know, aren't you well into your game at this point? Well, kinda yes and kinda no. I'm not really that well into my game. I'm writing the story, and I haven't written the story in like a few weeks. However, what we're discussing now is not my main game, but rather a side game that will connect to the main game, but not. Okay, so the side game I'm going to be explaining, but the side game is basically what we're developing on. And also, there's no name for it, so the title is just going to be like Dungeon Crawler or something, but it's not really going to be a Dungeon Crawler, I can assure you. I mean, the base name I gave it is Dungeon Crawler, but it's not Dungeon Crawler. Also, I'm going to be doing something on the side because it's 8 o'clock and I need to do it. So, don't mind me if I do something in like 5 minutes. It is 8 p.m. exactly, and the show is going on right now. So, yeah. With that said, let me explain what we're doing today. Well, today we are going to do our Dungeon Crawler game because, of course, we are. I finished the beginning intro sequence. Nothing too deep because it's, again, a side game. It's gonna... So, I made it so the game is flexible enough so that even if my main game were to change dramatically, it would actually remain the same because it actually has the same role regardless of what the main game is. That's how flexible it is. Also, I'm not sure how long I'm going to make these, because these are actual dev things and not dev updates. So maybe we'll go for like 40, 50, maybe an hour. But we'll see how deep we get into it. Oh, right, music. Just give me a... Sorry, I need to go to my playlist. I know this is so professional. I didn't even set up music. I was wondering why everything sounded so bland. It sounded so bland because it's not music. Okay. I'm gonna choose this one. Wait, I could have just done this on the other one, huh? I'll move it to the other one. I know, very professional. So you don't need to talk about that, okay? It's not important. Okay, we got a bop of a song here. Is that what the kids are saying these days? I am considered one of those kids, so I guess it is what they're saying these days. Alright, let's get started. So what we have here is a Dungeon Crawler, except it's not really Dungeon Crawler again, it's not Dungeon Crawler. But it's inspired by Paper Mario because of low numbers, just simply because of that. And also Puzzles and Dragons. Puzzles and Dragons is probably the main reason. We're also going to have some gacha elements, but not as strict as you might think for a gacha game in an RPG Maker game. For a gacha in an RPG Maker game. So the gacha we're going to be having is actually for equipment. This is coming from someone, by the way, who hates gachas that only contain equipment. Oh no. I should rephrase that. I was thinking of writing like an essay on gachas at some point. Just as for fun, and maybe make a video on it, but I'm not sure. I think my problem isn't that it's about gachas with just equipment. No, my problem is gachas with equipment and characters. Genshin Impact and I think Genshin Impact is the only one I know with that problem. Because when you mix the both, it doesn't feel like... Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but that's my problem basically. Let's see what song they're doing. They're doing newly edgy idols. Interesting. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, so basically, you're just gonna be going through the game and going through some few wave dungeons. You're going through wave battles with like 2 characters, 2 of your choosing. You beat them up. You know, when you beat them up, you get a skill token, and a skill token can be used to level up someone's skills. Every character has 15 skills. So divide my database into groups of 15, and you basically... Is it newly edgy? Yeah, it's newly edgy because of more jumping in the background. When the song ends, I'm going to be switching it to the other virtual live because there's 2 virtual lives going on right now. Actually, I'm well into this one. Give me a second. But that's basically what I'm going for. I have made some skills here, but they're not properly balanced because I don't have enemies yet. Okay, so I'm sweating right now because my window's closed. I could open it, but my neighbors will start hearing, you know. Going to the other virtual live for the birthday. You don't know what I'm talking about. I know it's Project Sakai stuff, but we'll get to development. Don't worry. I just need to do this, and then we'll focus entirely on it. Okay. I'm trying to do both at the same time, because otherwise the next time I have a chance to do it is 2 a.m. and 2 a.m. is way too late. Yeah, doing ice drop right now on the other one, as expected. Okay. So again, simple like Paper Mario, except not... There's no guarding, there's no action commands, which is the lame part, I know, because Paper Mario is revolving around action commands and how fun it is. So my game's not gonna be as fun, you know. My game's not really supposed to be fun, it's just a sort of connection to a game, I guess. So the connection is... Yeah, I talked about that. Our first character here is Eric. Eric is gonna be our main protagonist. Eric does not talk. Much, at least. He does talk. So in between waves of the dungeon, I'm gonna make it so there's a gab window. The gab window is just gonna be showing a random quote from one of the people in the party. It's me just saying like a random thing like moving forward or 2 steps ahead or proceeding as planned. Something like that, just to give some more flavor. And it's gonna be a random quote, so you don't see the same person doing the same quote every single time. That'd be tiring. The highest wave count of a dungeon that I'm expecting to have is 100, but that's gonna be like a way late game, so we'll see if that ever comes to fruition. Right now I have 4 characters: Eric, Floyster, Ferrara. I'm gonna call her Fiara actually. Fiara and Claire, all different races, because I can actually have some creativity with this one. The point is they all come from different worlds and are trying to get to their own destinations through this thing called the Cross Gate. Other than that, the plot, that's it. The plot is not really that special. I made the stats for all of them, and I know what weapon they're all having. Pardon me, I'm bad case of allergies, even though I take medicine, you know. Weapons, in this case, do not have any special stats, because stats come from the actors' base stats themselves, and also their badges, which is what we're going to be using the gacha for. When you're having things called gacha tickets, which is like, I think it's 100. Where's my gacha ticket? I could have sworn I had gacha ticket. Where's gacha ticket? Did I not make gacha ticket? Did I not save gacha ticket? That's not really a problem, actually. Did I make it a weapon or armor? I could have sworn I had a gacha ticket. I made a gacha. Did I not save? Oh, that would stink. Let's check our plugins. So I think today is just gonna be outlining the project, you know, just explaining stuff. Cause I do need to explain stuff, and then I think maybe next episode we'll do the actual stuff. We'll call this an episode 0. This one will be probably shorter. Here are the plugins I have here. Yamfi plugins, you know, the norm here. As for the battle system, I'm gonna be using default battle system, which is a first for me because I hate default battle system. However, I think it kind of fits. Because speed is actually going to be a determining factor in this game. Like, oh, speaking of speed, that reminds me of something that I was going to change a long time ago. I didn't get around to it because I haven't been working on it that much. I haven't been working on any of my games, actually. I was going to increase the speed to like 500. So, as you know, 500, if you put a 500 speed, it'll take priority over something with 250 speed. I'm not sure what happens if someone's faster. Can I check this out? Yeah, added to the character's agility. So agility does take place. Somebody wondering, hey, okay, actually only 100. Somebody wondering, hey, Runefire, why are you putting it at 100? That's a very good question. Well, I'm having this idea where I might be able to make powerful attacks, but take longer to use. Sorry. 100 might be too much, but at the moment, it's what we're using. Why is my database lagging? I don't like that. So 100 is what we're using here. If I make like a slower attack, like say the move Vital Throw from Pokemon. Vital Throw lowers priority because it takes place. It takes place after all attacks, so if the opponent uses something like, say, Fire Blast, they have the same speed as the other opponent. The other opponent uses Vital Throw. Vital Throw always goes last. Vital Throw just always goes last. I'm gonna try to claim my rewards here, and when I'm done... Okay, there we go. I used a lot of battery in that one, but okay, now we can actually get focused on everything, because everything I need to do on the Project Kai is done. Though again, I'm still just explaining stuff. Actually, I can show you my graphic. This cover is amazing, by the way. So I made this little graphic here. I really love this graphic. I'm really proud of it. I love that I made it because it helps me to see things a lot easier. Because usually I just use things like with a text document, right? And now I'm just making an actual graphic. So I'm not sure how to distribute skill points because I was thinking, my first idea was, you know, 1 skill point per level. That would mean that for every character you need 45 levels. Typically. I'm gonna make like a little shop that resets after, say, three runs of a dungeon. And then that'll reset and you can buy skill points from it. Like skill shards, whatever I'm calling it. Skill shards, I think. Sorry, the nose is not really helping me today. I'm probably gonna record episode 2 after this, by the way, so I can actually do stuff. Here we have Eric's list here. We have Lunge, which is just a basic physical attack. Dazzle, which is... Dazzle's your... So, okay, I should probably explain the elements first. There's 7 elements. Physical does not have any super effect against anything. There's Fire, Ice, Wind, which are a triangle. Light, Dark, Anima, which are in their own triangle. And except it's not really a triangle because so it's not like a... So if you use... So obviously Fire against Ice, so it's super effective, right? But if you use Ice against a Fire enemy, then they will not take reduced damage, they would take normal damage. I thought that'd be more unique. It's kind of like... I'm trying to make it like Paper Mario, where like weaknesses, or there's no resistances, they're just weaknesses. So it can be a little bit easier to understand, and you don't have to keep calculating stuff. Like if you want to walk through like a fire area with ice people, you could, but you just be weak to their attacks. But you won't be resistant. They won't be resistant to your attacks. Maybe that makes it simpler. Maybe it makes it harder. I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, Fizz Guard. Oops. Fizz Guard reduces physical damage. I already made that. Critibility increases critical strike chance. I gotta use critical. Implies critical strike chance. Wait. Did I say damage or chance? It's damage. You know, that's what I'm going for. No. It's critical. Crit percent. It's strike chance. Criticality is what I call the critical strike damage one. Defense plus 3. So I'm gonna be using equip battle skills for this, just so I can have an easy way. So the player can't use all their skills. That's kind of strong. Imagine you walk in and you walk into a dungeon and you just have 4 anima skills. That's kind of strong. Oh, by the way, Eric used anima magic because I wanted to make him not have any weakness or effectiveness. I guess just effectiveness against the first few dungeons, which are going to be Fire, Ice, and Fire, Ice, and Wind. I keep saying Thunder because I keep thinking it's Thunder. It's not Thunder. I thought Thunder and Light would look too similar, so I didn't use Thunder. Cross Cleave just does double damage. There's a whole graphic here. I don't really need to explain these. I'm going to change Bracing Guard though. Bracing Guard it was gonna be like the main character skill. It doesn't really need to exist. I was gonna make like a what am I gonna do with this? Because I was gonna make slow skills, right? But oh yeah, I was gonna make this one thing. So there's a skill in Fire Emblem Heroes. It's called Close Call or Spurn. I think Close Call is the one that makes you go backwards as well. Like Hit and Run combined with Spurn. Spurn reduces the amount of damage taken based on how much more speed you have than your opponent. There's like a limit, of course, because if you threw an Ascendant Merida which just came out against a Fallen Edelgard, you're gonna be reducing a lot of damage at that point when you take a hit from Edelgard. So yeah, they had to have a limit. It's like up to 40%, I believe. I don't think anything goes above 40%, but you can stack them with some effects. It's not really important to talk about that. But the thing is, so if I did it with defense or magic defense, it doesn't make sense, right? Because it's already used as defenses, so it doesn't really matter. If I use it with speed, that doesn't make sense either for this one because, okay, let me show you. We'll go to our classes. So here I have my stats. Max level is 30, by the way. 30, just keep simple. I don't want to go level 99. Level 99 is for a long-term game, not like a game where you want to level up your units fast. But it's kind of what this is. Here's your agility, by the way. 1-to-1. Just so we can have a symbol when we go to DTB. And you'll only be able to increase agility through like stats and stuff. Do I want to make an agility badge? I'm not sure. Speaking of, we can actually make the badges right now. Oh, let me pull this up. Equip battle skills. There's another thing I was gonna add besides equip battle skills. I forgot what it was. By the way, I don't expect anyone to learn anything from this because it's just me going on my own project. Like, I don't, please don't expect to learn anything from this. You might be able to learn something from this, but you might be watching this. That's I'm not gonna say that. Like, if you're probably not gonna get much from this. I'm just gonna say that you're not gonna get much from this. So we're gonna go with equip battle skills. Very helpful, by the way. I hate that the slot thing where you limit how many of each type of skill is within our plugin. I don't really like that. If the equip battle skills was an MZ, I think Vigistella probably combined them. I'm just gonna guess that right now. If they already did that, they probably already combined it. I'm just guessing. I don't remember. Okay, so equip skill slots. So the thing is, they can have one limit. Okay, I think that's why I have this. Is because everyone gets only one limit. If you take out all 3 limits, that'd be OP. But obviously, each limit has increased. That's a good point. Am I giving all limits an increasing cost? No, right? Because I'm gonna make limits are gonna be. Limits are gonna be TP based. And I think I'm gonna make it so when they hit 100 TP, then they use it. I also make it so like TP has like a lower max value, like 50. Can you do that somewhere? You probably can. So I'm gonna go with. Oh yeah, it's called allowed types. No, but the reason why I pulled it up right now is not because of allowed types, because of a thing called. Really? Is it not this one? Is it allowed types? Is it not this? Equip stat, there we go. Okay, equip stat. To have that stat increase or decrease by X amount while the skill is equipped for battle. Okay, so we're gonna go tools database. Yeah, my table's a mess right now because I was in a rush to get this started. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna pull up my text document. I'm gonna go to my dungeon thing. I'm working on a long video right now because mostly because I've taken way too long on it. Okay, no, that's level upgrade. Level upgrades is 2 HP, 2 MP. 1 star is 3 on HP MP. Okay, I'm not gonna do haste. I feel like no, I think I like haste actually, because then you can strategize against fast opponents or something. HP plus 3. Ranged HP plus increases max HP by 3. I was thinking of making like a picture menu, not entirely just for like selecting levels. You'll walk around like a thing, like the background you see here, but the background is just from the beginning. You walk around a hub area. You got things like your gacha area. You got things like your team setup area. You got things like your shop area. You walk around because I didn't want to make the walk animations utile, because I did take the liberty of making walk cycles, not the right word. The character animations, basically. This is this general. Wait, this doesn't make any. No, this is art. Sorry, it's a skill. This is not what I wanted. Okay. Sorry, my brain is busted right now. This is the one that doesn't need that much things to do. All you do is increase max HP by 3. So like this is not very hard, right? This part isn't hard. MP plus 3. Attack plus. Did I call it attack? I might change it. Oh no, I call it fizz attack. Cause I called it like I call it like Octopath Traveler terms. Cause that would be. I like Octopath Traveler terms actually. Three is too much, by the way. I call it Octopath Traveler terms because I do like what they use there. So P attack, P defense. And this cover's so good. I'm again, you're not gonna get much use out of this. I don't expect you to. It's just me doing stuff. Like, I understand if you don't want to watch it. It's not gonna help much. Let's be honest here. Elemental attack by 1. Besides, I'm pretty sure people on my channel are mostly interested in tutorials and stuff. So like, I'll probably get like a let's make it next week, probably if I had time. If not, then probably recreate it because I haven't done a recreate this month. Oh, BT Dubs, this dub thing probably gonna be once per month. I don't expect to do it often unless I made more RPG Maker videos overall. Which reminds me, I need to make my April Fool's video. Dang, that's also a thing I need to do. I missed last year because I was on a break, like a mental break. So like I gotta work on that. April Fool's Day, gotta have something this year. The point of the April Fool's videos actually has a purpose now. Like, the first one was a joke. The second one actually is leading it towards my main game because it's having a small connection. If you had to be technical, it's more connected to this game than the main game is. That's how somewhat significant the April Fool's thing is. Yes, it has some sort of purpose. Sorry I stopped, but nose again. I took medicine is the problem. I took really good medicine, but I suppose it's too late. I feel like I'm saying that like every other week now. Okay. Haste. I'm calling this one Haste. I like the idea of calling it Haste. HST, Haste stat total. Wait, if you cut a thing, it just reverts it? That's weird. Okay, haste and then bonus. I'm calling it bonus. Every point of bonus will actually increase your critical strike chance. Everyone has a flat bonus rate, so when you get to level 30, you get a 30% bonus, so you have a 30% critical strike chance. I use critical control, by the way, so I can adjust that. No one's gonna have base critical strike chance in this game unless you get like a skill such as credibility, as I said earlier. I believe that's it for the 1-star badges. I might start working on the gacha next episode, just so I can have like something to work with, just so I can have something done, you know. Oh, I'm also using quintessence, and I forgot your name. I'm sorry. No, that's the font. Andy Chen. Andy Chen made amazing battle animations, and I'm using them. I have bought them. Just putting that out there. I bought them a long time ago, so I'm pretty sure I'm free to use them. You can't hear me. I'm not gonna play them because you can't even hear the sound effects anyways, and that's kind of the thing you're supposed to add. I copied them from the demos because I didn't realize there were demos until just recently. I wish I knew that a long time ago because I'm pretty sure I'm doing them by myself on my main project. But that's not the point. Okay, that's not the point. Going back to our armors. So these are 1-star badges. You can have up to 3, which means you can have up to plus 9 HP. Oh, by the way, I should probably tell you what I'm doing for levels. Levels are gonna kind of like, so levels progress at a very specific rate that I calculated myself. Besides all that, you can also you can allocate stats, and when you allocate the stats, you do stuff like say, well, you allocate stats. You can increase HP by 2, or a different stat by 1, except haste or bonus. Mostly because I don't know. Well, you also have a max of how much you can allocate. I'm using stat allocation from the Runefire again, which is the first time I'm using it actually. I think it'll be helpful for this one. And each one has a maximum of 10, so you can only have. I didn't increase HP in MP3 actually. You can only have 30 bonus HP and 30 max and 30 bonus MP from allocation. But then you can, if you for some reason wanted to. That sounds fun actually. So one of my fire skills for the fire user Fiara, now named Fiara, she uses She has a fire skill called Immolate, which is based on the name is based on Brand from League of Legends. Immolate actually does more damage based on how much missing HP the target has. Wait, if it's target, that doesn't make sense. I'll pull it up later. I don't want y'all seeing my Google Drive. My Google Drive is all thumbnails and profile pictures, and I don't want you guys to see that mess. It's not important. Again, this is just laying the groundwork. I know it's been 30 minutes, and I know nothing much was done in this episode. Laying the groundwork. Next time we're working on the gacha system, okay? So right now, I think I'm gonna call it there. Again, nothing lost, nothing gained. But I hope someone had this enjoyable. I'm gonna call this part 0 because this is, again, the prelude to what's to come. Alright, with that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next episode, which I'll be recording right after. Alright, see you guys and stay safe. Bye-bye.